Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check, check. Oh my gosh. What the heck? All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. If you guys cannot hear, oh, you can hear me. Okay. I was about to shut down my system and open up the laptop. Fuck, what the hell, man? Come on. God. I went through all that for nothing. That's it, man. We're over. I'm shutting down. I'm going to have lunch. I'm not. I can't. Oh man, what the hell? That was I was showing that I was positive on the green light on my Everbright, and it's because my settings in StreamYard, for some reason, it was set to the freaking laptop. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Money Gang Cripple 7, do you guys check all your settings every time before you go live? I'm sure you do. Not me, man. I get out here and I just go live, and then it's just a shit show. So like all right. I need to start checking my settings a little bit more before I go live. Why does StreamYard change the settings on you? What? Oh gosh. Anyways, what I was talking about, man, is the my thoughts on the Richard Hart or the OA. We don't know if it's Richard Hart. Like nobody knows this stuff. I mean, Greg the Duck. I always like that narrative from Mr. Sami, right? It's the thought process of him going and staking all this massive hex, 250 billion. I don't think it's 100 billion on P hex, 250 billion on E hex. I mean, he threw some into the burn address. A couple things come out of that for me. One, I wouldn't think he'd be moving around that kind of money, that kind of liquidity around on the blockchain in a very public manner if he was still under scrutiny from the SEC. I feel like maybe somewhere in the background, and this also lines up with him launching pump.tires, that his attorneys are kind of saying, you know what, we have a green light. It's not public yet, but you can start doing more or whatever. I don't know. Every move he makes is probably approved by his attorneys. That's why we haven't seen him live stream. So one thing that I'm gathering from this is the regulation. We should see clarity here real shortly. We should probably get Auntie Carol's Christmas cookies, or maybe if it's not the Christmas cookies, it's the SEC. Say, you know what? You're not part of Operation Choke Point 2.0 no more. Goodbye. The second thing that it really came out of this is, for me, is the fact that I think, man, it's funny. The OA acts like the Fed. Okay. The Fed, what do? They do this 4-year cycle, the global liquidity index, right? Well, most of that comes out of the United States, but like they have these cycles where they'll print money to where money's, decreasing in value at a substantial rate. Risk on assets go up, real estate goes up. The economy does really well because a lot of money is going to the economy when they print money. And then they have times when they taper back the money printer, they raise interest rates, and they control the economy of the inflation and non-inflation in like the way economics work, how our economy does overall, right? Through this mechanism. I think the OA is going to do the exact same thing now, which is very smart. Think about it. In a bull run, he can taper back all the inflation from these hex sharks, these guys who have 100 million, 200 million. They roll these stakes and they're perma dumpers. So you have all this inflation coming out, high inflation, and they're perma dumping in the middle of a bull. And it's going to be hard for the OA to pump price on anything or anyone to pump price, because if you think about it, Hex is tied in liquidity pools to Pulse Hex, even Ink. Ink's another equation of the puzzle because it is an inflationary token that gets dumped. But now we're removing at least one part of the equation out of this, which is Hex. Hex has, been a perma-dump type token for these sharks and whales for quite a while now. And so like the OA can act like as the Fed now. He can go in, stake all his Hex, grab the T shares, and then control the yield, the inflation of Hex from these guys who are going to perma-dump during the bull run. So you keep that held back. So now Hex is very low, not deflationary, but low inflationary coin. And you're able to push price up easier that way. And then I think vice versa, what's going to happen is when we go into the next bear, he will unstake or stop doing the mechanisms. And I am highly speculating here, guys. I could be totally off my rocker here, but I'm just thinking through these things. What would be like a good strategy from his perspective? And this is what I think. And once again, we'll find out more information when the 7 days comes up. And so I could be completely off my rocker here, right? I'm having fun with it. But like in the bear market, then he can like stop playing with the T shares, stop staking. He can let all the inflation go free to the users, right? The guys who the staker class, the user base, all of us incentivize people to hold Hex during the bear and stake during the bear and gain that yield and prepare for the next bull, right? And that's kind of way I see it, man. It's kind of like he's our Fed, and he's the one who controls the levers, if you will, of inflation and non-inflation, and these sharks. Now, I do think, and the next 7 days will tell. I think some of these sharks I would anticipate are going to end up dumping their Hex, because if I was a guy with 200 million Hex and I have these rolling stakes on the monthly, and I'm using that money to live off of, I'm using that money to go and degen on other ecosystems, other coins, whatever it may be, and all of a sudden you take that away from me, now, I'd be like, man, screw you. I'm not playing this game. I thought I had a for sure thing. No longer is a for sure thing. These games will be played. I'd dump, right? If that was my mindset there. And so we might see some of that. So prepare yourself for some capitulation, which is fine. Like, we want to wash those guys out, because we know those guys have been hurting the Hex price for, years. Literally years. They've been hurting the Hex price. So you want to wash those type of guys with that mentality out anyways. So it doesn't bother me at all if we saw some capitulation from those sharks. And who knows, maybe we get some great buying opportunities. Maybe not. Maybe there's enough buy pressure during the bull run that to eat it all up. Or maybe the 300,000 Ethereum that we know about, it's not 170. You guys, you should know that by now by watching my show. It's not 170, it's 300. Trust me, I know. There's two wallets that like buying our shit. I'll just say that. It's over 300 Ethereum, over 300,000 Ethereum. God, I lost my train of thought when I went on the tangent there. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of my thesis on the whole situation. I mean, you guys give me your input. I would love to hear your input on if you think I'm on the mark, if I'm off the mark. I mean, I think it's a great strategy. Flush out the sharks who are perma dumpers, stop the inflation during the bull run, allow the OA, or that's what I was going to get to, allow the OA or the two wallets with over 300,000 Ethereum. If they want to pump price, they can now a lot easier. And then once again, Hex is tied into all the liquidity pools, right? PulseX, Inc., and it's tied in those liquidity pools, so it's less dumping and less sell pressure through those pools and all against all the core assets. Now you've taken away that equation, and you only have the Inc. dumping that's tied into those pools. That could be still a net negative, maybe. I don't know. I would imagine at some point RH will think of a way to either give the Inc. token a utility or do something with it to stop making it a net negative against the ecosystem of the permit dumpers that we're seeing right now. So I don't know. That's just thinking it through, man. The other speculation, like I saw guys on Twitter saying, "Oh, he's staking. He's going to EES to give us all half the half the yield from his 200." No, he's not going to do that shit. That'd be a good way to destroy the price, because what would all these like stupid people like the sharks who have the freaking 1,000 T shares that are rolling, and they would dump it and they would just destroy the price. He's not going to EES and give all you guys that Hex. That's not and I could be wrong. Not financial advice. I'm just a dude in the internet, speculates on his own freaking money. Go buy stocks and bonds, like Sami says. I don't give a shit. Go buy real estate. I can financially advise on that. Go buy some real estate. It is your long-term wealth goal. But anyways, I don't see that happening. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever that he'd unstake or EES his stake and give the community. It's just dumb. I think if he was gonna do something like that, he'd just throw all the burn address or something. I don't know. I think it's a way of controlling the inflation. It's like him acting as the Fed. And like I said, these 7 days will tell. But man, fascinating events last night. It was, and then Hex, responded positively. We have a little bit retracement this morning on PHEX. I saw, and we'll look at the secret chart and all that here in a second. But it responded positively, and so like I know my community was going nuts over it, and they started buying Hex. I'm like, well, you're buying it around a penny. You're probably going to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, not financial advice, right? So let's look at the secret chart and see how we're doing. Make sure we're not getting scammed. I don't think we are. I think I checked it earlier this morning and it looked good to me. I don't have it pulled up. I have the solid X chart. Well, let's go there. Sitting around where we were at yesterday. We want to look at WPLS measured in WETH. That is a secret chart, guys, and we want to do it on the weekly. And we want to do it on the line chart, ideally, but although I do like to see the candles because the candles do tell me if we are in the channel. So let me bring this up. There we go. So glad Deck Screener works now while I'm streaming. Like my old computer, this was like impossible. There we go. There's a secret chart. Guys, we're still in the channel. That's breaking out of the bottom of the SEC floor, the FUD right down in here. I mean, multiple months down here. Came back and retested, went in one more time, and then boom, this is on the weekly. Once again, if you don't know you're at the right place at the right time by looking at this chart, you're absolutely insane. You got Mr. Donald Trump, who's buying more Ethereum in his wallet than he owns a Bitcoin, and you're going to FUD Ethereum? Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here. BlackRock is gobbling it up by the millions in dollars too. So like it's insane. And this is an amazing chart that's leverage on top of ETH. So however you slice it, it is good. Yeah, here's Hex, 1.2 cents. So that's up a little bit from him doing what he was doing last night. They were up a little bit more last night. But yeah, we're going to have dumpers. Let him get out. So, and we're just kind of hanging out in these areas. I mean, this is ever since the FUD of the tariffs and going into, now when the crypto Cesar said, hey, we're not doing a Bitcoin reserve for another 100 days, or it's going to take 100 days to do this, that freaked out a bunch of Bitcoin whales and they dumped. And so, of course, that held us down too. So, but overall, looking good. Super stoked. Super happy, man. And I am here for it. But let's check in with you guys. Make sure you guys are all right. I would love to hear your comments about last night's events and any ideas that maybe I'm not thinking about. So clear now, man. You talking about me not, you guys didn't hear me for the first 10 minutes? I remember that happened to Randy Hilarski one time. He was like 30 minutes into a stream too before he realized. I'm just like, damn, bro. It's horrible. What up, Crypto 7? The 7-day stake is a clear endorsement of Crypto 7. Hey, man. He talks through the blockchain, right? Who knows? We will see what happens after that 7 days. That's what's going to be really curious for me. Does he restake for another 7 days? Does he restake for 30 days? Does he not stake at all? It's like, okay, that's going to be a telling tell what's going to happen. Good morning, Wells dumping. Let them dump, man. I mean, I think we're going to see a lot of Hex capitulation from the set of events that are taking place. Now, it will overall be long-term bullish for the market cycle. You're going to have some sharks going to be pissed off. They make their money from that, man. These guys have been a vampire on the ecosystem for a very long time, and they're a net seller. They're net sellers, and he's washing those guys out. I don't know. Let me know what I'm not thinking about. No sound. Gosh. Yeah, it's all right. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm trying, man. I tried to bring it back around, but it's nothing like the first time, man, when you're just like, God. Francis Powell, hello all. What is going on? And Money Gain, good to see you, man, as always. Man, I was hoping to see you out in Panama. I didn't see you there. Are you going to be at the Vegas event, man? I'll be there. sponsoring that. The DeFi Wealth Trust will be sponsoring that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hope to see you out there, brother. Be good. Chad Donners once. My brother in Christ, look at this. Oh, I know, man. I know, dude. I'm lucky you guys stuck around. Durabi, yes, yes. More. Okay, this is me coming in now. Freaking finally, man. Oof. I don't know. Why does the settings change? And then the other day, the somehow the power, my what do you call it? It's what connects everything, that the electrical that prevents from electrical currents. Yep, I don't know why I can't think this morning. Anyway, it blew, and then my screen went out. I was right when I was streaming, so I had to this happened like a week ago, and I had to open my laptop, and I continued the stream from my laptop. That was a nightmare. I was like, man, you just got to get through the problem and keep on pushing. Oh man, yeah. Get the megaphone, man. I got this new one, dude. It's freaking big as all hell, dude. But I can't get it to turn up the volume. And I bought it because it's huge, and for some reason it's not working like I thought it would work. So I'll keep messing with it, but we'll go back to the old one if I need to. Yep. Two biggest UK streamers. Oh man, right there, Money Gang and Crypto 7. That is accurate. You guys are killing it. You guys kill the game for sure. Red Squirrel, oi, oi. What's going on, brother, man? I am hoping that we have that caterpillar soup soon, man. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of it for you. Big Pep Coin is up today. No Corey Coin, bro. Dude, I got the DeFi Wealth Trust. I got a shield all the time. There's a saying in the entrepreneur world, the sales world, a confused mind will never buy. And so if I create a coin and then I create this, and you have, that's why multiple coins. I told the Pulse Bitcoin community this. They had Pulse Litecoin, they have Pulse Bitcoin, they have the ASIC, they have Pulse Dogecoin. A confused mind never buys. You want to give them one offer, and that one offer is all it is, maybe two max, and then let them buy. And so, yeah, man, the DeFi Wealth Trust is more than enough, and that's actually something beneficial for you guys, something you guys can use and save a shit ton of money. So no Corey Coin, man. No. Low yield and bull, yeah, man. That's it, man. Low yield in the bull and high yield in the bear. That's what I was thinking, Money Gain, and I'm glad you're thinking this on the same lines. I think it's incredibly powerful, and then you wash out those sharks who are doing that strategy, that model. You get rid of those guys, and right at the beginning of the bull, and then man, it allows that rubber band effect, I think, for Hex, that what Hex needs to really go parabolic. Mr. Crypto J, what up? I think RH wants those guys to get frustrated the next few weeks and dump. Yeah. Then RH should stop rolling stakes forward 7 days. Yep, they RH should stop rolling stakes forward 7 days. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We'll see what happens after the 7 days and how he responds. If he keeps rolling his every 7 days, it gives him complete control of the system, right? Without having to you don't got to stake long term with that amount of money to control the system. Yeah, he can do this, just rolling 7 stakes and control it until he feels like, okay, this is the right time to give the yield or inflation back to the user, and do so very easily. Hex on E still up 30%, man. I got a bag, bro. I am not sleeping on E-Hex. Dude, here's the thing too, man. Him doing that with E-Hex just gives, okay, not financial advice, whatever. I know the OGs will argue with me in the blue in the face. I don't give a shit, whatever. Do what you want with your money, but to me, it gives validity. It gives kind of confirmation that he actually cares about E-Hex again. I don't know. Could be wrong on that. But why else would he be over there trying to stop the inflation on E-Hex if he didn't give a shit? I don't know. Either that or it's a countdown. Oh, maybe, man. Yeah, talking on the blockchain. That's a whole he loves doing that kind of stuff. But so we know that 7 days he's going to get the dismissal. How? I don't know. That was just hard to believe, but maybe. It's very exciting. It is. Saw too many of Rackham new Lamborghini pictures on Twitter. He's one of them, bro. Like, dude, he's the worst, man. We gotta get him out. Like, he's in Pulse. He's in Pulse X. He's freaking. He's permanent up in that shit. Man, the guy just dumps so much. You know, every ecosystem. Here's how I look at it, though. It's not bad because every ecosystem has their VCs that like goes in and hurts the price chart, right? It's part of like just how it goes in crypto. So Solana did great this cycle, and it's got a shit ton of VCs. In fact, they have a lot of money unlocking coming up. I think Mr. Old Sam Bankman-Fried's gonna get a bunch here soon. You know, they all have it. And so Rackham in our world is our version of a VC, really. Like, that's all he is. He's got just massive bags. You know, he put a lot of money in the sacrifice, and he loves a dump. Like, he's just a VC, man. That's all it is. So when will he be out? Who knows, man? Next cycle, 2 cycles. It's got a long ways to go. If RH restays another 7 days, it will for sure cause some capitulation. Yeah, I agree, man. I hope it happens soon. I hope it happens. I would like to wash those guys out now. And if it gives me a better buying opportunity in the short term, so be it. I mean, I'll come in and buy again. I bought the bottom almost perfect to the day because of Dylan. I always give him credit because he's the one that called it with his little rap video or rap song he made. The bottom was like decimal 0036, this local bottom, not the all-time bottom. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to go down there. If we could retest it for a day and I got another dollar cost average in, I mean, I'm not going to complain, but like it would cause a lot of panic in the market. It would be nuts, man. Yeah, and he bought his girlfriend one. Yeah. Oh man, he loves buying the Lambos, dude. He's bought one right now. To each their own, man. Duke of Blues, what up, man? Cheers to you. I got nothing to cheers this morning. I don't even have my carbonated water. So, but man, always good to see you. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you. You were saying about buy pressure being enough, and then talked about the number of Yes, I mean, that's what I kind of got back on my train of thought there. So, that Ethereum that money wants to be treated right. It doesn't want to go and push up an ecosystem if that ecosystem can perma-dump inflation. Why would it? Like, let's get rid of that inflation. Let's get rid of that. Let's get out of the way. Let's get rid of the users that do that. Like, right, the shark, those guys who want to keep doing that. Let's get rid of them. Let's get them out of the way. And then we are free to clear to take, free for takeoff. Like that. That's how I think of my head, man. I mean, there's over 300,000 Ethereum. That's big money. It wants to make sure it's going to be treated right. Who knows, man? Once again, I'm speculating. I'm highly speculating here, man. Durab, all right, it's going hard on Vitalik. He did as a catch of attention for ETH. I saw that, man. I saw he made a post on Vitalik. I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, and then like the Vitalik went in there, removed himself from being tagged, and he's Vitalik seeing it. So yeah, I don't know, man. It is going to catch some attention. Yeah, I mean, RH ain't an idiot, and obviously he's got interested because he wants to, freaking bring that value over to Pulse Chain. That's the goal. He wants to bring that value over. And then when Vitalik's running a shit show, it's not going up. I think it's going to be going up here real soon. I think there's going to be this is more speculation, right? Like the whole point of the 100-day Bitcoin reserve is because it's not going to be the Bitcoin strategic reserve anymore. It's going to be, the crypto strategic reserve, and it's going to have Ethereum in there. Well, more speculation, man. I'm full of it today. Full of speculations. He's not likely to leave it more than 14 days after the 7, as he can risk someone else good accounting. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that shit. Oh no, I agree. It is the delicious 7 days, but yeah, it is that. It's a 7-day speculation period. People are gonna be, man. I think we're gonna see some capitulation. Bring it on. Up to 21 days. Yeah. What up, D Nice? How we doing, brother, man? How are we doing? Golden Cross coming in on Pulse mid-February. You know what that means. All ever more, man. That'd be great. Is it trending that way? I would love to see that. That's when I kind of speculate, all this stuff to really start taking off, and especially if it lined up with Ethereum, and maybe that Golden Cross lines up with the news event of us getting the dismissal. It's funny how that shit works, right? You good TA guys can say, hey, we don't need the news. I could see it all in the charts, and the news events happen later and just line up with the charts. It's funny how it all works like that. Yeah. Brody, what's going on? I think it's Shark capitulate too much. RH might just buy his tickers. That could be possible, man. It could be possible to help support the price. But, man, you get them out of the system. Wash them out. Wash them out of the system and let price be able to go up, because you don't have the perma dumpers hitting those pools on a consistent basis. I mean, you got them on the weekly. I mean, I roll my hex stake on the weekly, but it's not a freaking 100 million hex stake. I wish it was. But I wouldn't be dumping my yield right now either. If I had 100 million hex that I was rolling, I wouldn't be dumping I'd be just saving it, man, for this bull. They're dumping at a very low valuation, but in their minds, I get it. Like, they invested like a few $1,000, maybe $10,000-$20,000 there at the hex bottom, and then they're able to like manage and maintain their lifestyle from that dumping, even in these lows. But RH, man, he's smart, bro. He's smart. Living my best life. What's good? 7, my man. Money gain, number one top trader of pump is buying most. Oh man, I had a massive pullback. It'd be interesting to see what's going on with those tickers. I'm not in them. I wish the best for them. I think they'll do really well, especially most. I hope it continues to bring eyeballs over to the ecosystem. I think the whole pump.tires was great. I loved it. I didn't participate though. Wish I did. Yeah, that's always is, right? I'm like, I was saying this yesterday. Sometimes I realize this. You have that bell curve, and I can't remember what it's called. You get the bell curve, and you get the stupid guy on one side, or the peanut brain. You get the peanut brain on one side, and you got the real genius on the other side. And you got the guy on top of the bell curve who misses all the opportunity because he overthinks stuff, but he's not quite a genius. Sometimes I'm that guy. Shit, dude. I literally was laying in bed, bro. Here in Puerto Rico, I just got back from the Panama event. I was tired from that. And I watched him launch it, and I'm like, man, dude, I don't want to get up and go do crypto. Like, I was like 10:30. I was already in bed. Literally just rolled over, went to bed, woke up, and it was already a freaking, 14, 15x, and everything was going crazy. And I'm like, fuck, top of the bell curve again, man. I gotta be the peanut brain, bro. I just gotta be the peanut brain. To be like, bye. Sometimes, right? It's just tough, man. That was an obvious one, though. I look back, I'm like, come on, dude. RH fucking launched a pump.fun, and he's got his own meme. That was an obvious one, dude. It's all right. That's how it goes. It's on top of the bell curve. Logos updated on PulseX. Let's go. Yeah, of course he would. I mean, they're his, right? Nice. I made the top in most, so now I'm an investor. Oh, let's go. Yeah. So you bought the top? Oh, shit, dude. I got to go in there and look, see where we're at. Maybe I'll put a bullet in if we're down enough. I would like to, from the fib extensions, if I draw a fib, I would like to see at least a 618. If it's a 618, I'll put a bullet in. I'll do that today. If I see the 618, I'll put a small bullet. If I hit the 786, I'll go bigger. That's how I like to play the game when stuff has already ran up, and I'm trying to wait for that pullback. Because they usually gravitate and hit those numbers. Not always, but most of the time. Yeah, well, 50 to 90% dips happen like 16 times in hex. Yeah, and it's going to happen in most too, right? And all this stuff is crypto. It's how it goes. New RH tweet. I'll have to look, man. I'll look when we get off. I'm already. Yeah, when he launched now. He's probably just bitching about Ethereum. Yeah, and I saw him tweeting when he was I was at the gym about that. I was at the gym and I checked my phone and saw him bitching about ETH and the L2 and how they basically robbed all the money from ETH. And yeah, it's probably some truth to it. So I'm living in. Yes, yep. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for me today. Let me see if there's any housekeeping that I gotta announce. Obviously, we got the PLS 369 tour. If you guys are interested, actually, if you guys are interested, it's funny that I don't even shill shit. I should shill shit. They give me a code if you guys want to go, and you get 10% off. I know you can see them all over the community, but they gave me one. If you're interested, I think it's just DeFi. Here we go. Don't forget the discount. Share your thoughts. But where is it? Sharing your thoughts. I should look at this before I go live, right? And then look at this while I'm live. And I don't even know what the freaking code is. It's I think it's DeFi. Well, if you guys are really interested in buying a ticket through mine, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to give you the code. And I would love to see all you guys there, though. It'd be awesome because that would be an absolute blast to hang out, create relationships, go to lunch, have coffee, and get to know each other a little bit more, man. The Panama trip was fucking sick. It was so sick, man. So glad I went to that. And that type of experience is what the events are all about. And so, yeah, want to see you guys there. I think this one's gonna be the biggest, in my opinion. Could be the biggest with being in March when we should see some kind of altcoin season here soon, and prices are pumping. People are going to feel a little bit more euphoric, and they're going to come to the event if they feel a bit more euphoric. And so I think we could see a really good turnout. 2, 3, maybe 500 people would be amazing. I'm speaking at it. We're talking about the DeFi Wealth Trust. I'm bringing Chris Shakowitz with me, who's going to answer all the hard questions. And if you guys are interested in that now, once again, I will shill. I'm always going to shill my stuff. See, I don't have a coin, guys, but I got this. I got the DeFi Wealth Trust.com, DeFiWealthTrust.com. There it is in the chat. You can go there and watch a bunch of videos of me, Dane, and Chris, and then book a call with Chris. It's free. It's free to set up the trust. You don't got to use it. Of course, there's some fees once you initiate the trust and it starts you putting crypto in it, but you don't got to worry about that until after you start taking profits. And so, yeah, just see if it's the right tool for you, right? It's not gonna be the right tool for everybody. If you're the guy who wants to go out there and buy Lamborghinis and spend it on hookers and blow, this ain't the tool for you. This ain't you. Get out of your system, and maybe next cycle, this will be the tool for you. Like for me, that's what old Corey did in his 20s and 30s. And this Corey is more concerned about legacy wealth and preserving that wealth for my daughters and making sure that they're in a right place and having the best memories and experiences with them as humanly possible. And obviously, we need 2 things for that. We need long-term wealth preservation. That's one, because you're not going to have good memories and experiences and have time freedom if you don't have that wealth preservation. And that wealth needs to last you through. I'm going to live to be 150. I don't care what do you say. That's why I work so much on health. And that's the second part, is the health part. You have to have the health part, because you can't be like 60 in a wheelchair and on a breathing machine and go out and create good memories and experiences with people. And so that's very important. You need to have both those things. Wealth preservation, you need health to accomplish what I feel like I'm here on this earth to do, is change the lives of my family lineage. And so that's what this is all about. And so I hope you guys come out there. We can talk more about it. DeFiWealthTrust.com. And don't pay the fucking 3-letter agencies. Let me say that again. Don't pay the fucking 3-letter agencies. They didn't invest with you. They didn't take the risk with you. Like, why are you doing that? Like, if you don't do this, figure something else out. There's a lot of shit out there that we can talk about, right? I mean, you just go buy a bunch of real estate. Like, that's one way. You can buy a bunch of real estate. You can cost seg it and do depreciation to get that cost basis down from your crypto gains. And the problem with that is it's a great strategy. Go buy a shit ton of real estate. Now you need good deals. You don't just want to buy anything. But that's the problem with that is now all your money's locked up and it's not liquid, right? It's all stuck in properties, and we don't want that. And so the great thing about the DeFi Wealth Trust is your money's liquid. You can take your money out whenever you want. It's fluid. You can add more money in whenever you want. There's no limitations, and that part is sick. Like, literally, when I'm leaving Puerto Rico, probably somewhere in the middle of next year, I'll be doing it through the trust. Is how I'm gonna leave Puerto Rico. So yeah, Panama was amazing, guys. I hope to see you at the PLS 369 tour. I think DeFi is the code for the 10. You get 10% off the tickets if you want to do that. Like I said, I rarely shill anything on here. Sometimes when I do shill, I get wrecked. Alti. But you can't get wrecked with the event. Just buy the cheapest ticket and come and hang out. Shit, you don't even have to buy a ticket at all. You just come and hang out and meet up with us, right? If you really wanted to. But, come and hang out, man. Let's create some amazing relationships. And we'll check in one more time with the chat before I hop off and go have some lunch. We got Hex Monkey, man. That was a lot of fun out there in Panama. Man, it was a good time, bro. Hex Monkey's at all the events, which is awesome. And yeah, man, it's going to be cool in Vegas. So it's going to be cool also is that I have some of my family coming out there for this one. My brother, who is a Hetzikin, obviously, and Pulsikin, he'll be coming out with my niece. So that'll be a lot of fun. And so they live in Arizona, so it's easy for them to go to the Vegas trip, where Panama's a little more difficult, right? That was hard for them. But that's cool. They'll be their first, it's going to be their first crypto event. And they're obviously the first Pulse or Hex event. And so it'll be a lot of fun, man. Check my pulse. What is shaking? How we doing? Oh, Corey, old monkey would have had fun together. But oh, boy, man. You're not lying about that. Oh, man. I did it for too long, man. It was almost 30 years, dude. I'm 48 now. I started in my teens, man. It was rough. And I wish I'd at least just saved 10 more years to build, to have growth mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. It's all right, man. It wasn't my journey. That was my journey, and I have no regrets. It made me the person who I am today. Yeah, it did do that. It did do that. Yes, guys, hit the likes. Come on, smash the bell notification. Dude, the stats say, I don't understand this. The stats say only half you guys are subscribed to my show who watch my show on YouTube. I promise not to flood your inbox like Sami. Although I don't mind Sami's flood. But like I stream once a day, max 4 times a week, maybe 5 times on a busy week. I'm trying to fit 5 in this week. No, I missed Monday. You see, I missed Monday this week. So come on, smash the like right now. Hit the subscribe bell notification. Help us keep bringing the good word of wealth creation, wealth preservation. And, that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. There you go. Health is wealth, man. So 2 things you need, man. Last year, that I was on the mission to get in the best shape I ever have been in my life, and I did. I'm 48. I've got a 6-pack, which is awesome. I've been doing a lot of peptides and bioregulators. I've got my nutrition dialed in. Hit the gym every single day. Continue to do so, and I'm going to live to 150, man. I'm doing it. I'm doing it with Medicine 3.0 on the horizon. We'll be able to do it if you lean in and take care of yourself. Liquidity is cash is king. Yep, I agree. Cash is king, man. See everyone at the conference. Oh, you're going to be there, bro? Oh, cool, man. That's going to be a lot of fun, dude. There's a lot of people going, man. Yeah, so we mess up, bro. I 100% abstain, and I love it. What stuff? Drugs and alcohol, hookers and blowing Lamborghinis. Yeah, man. But back in the day, bro. Shit. Back in the day. Oh, man. Yeah. Prairie Banana Streams heads that part of the ecosystem for sure. Let's have a quote. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, dude. Shit. I just hope my experiences, I'm able to save my daughters from doing the shit that I did. It would be all worth it then. I can just save them. Man, and I think I can. Oh, boy, man. I could definitely see 7 being a bit of a problem back in the day. Shit, dude, come on. All right, dude, I get the hell out of here. I gotta grab some lunch, guys. 199 you guys 199 you guys watching. 200 people. Come on, 150 on Twitter. Give me a retweet. You guys really want to help out the show? You can come over, hit the like, smash the subscribe. And 49 of you guys watching on YouTube, do the same. Appreciate every one of you guys. Remember to 10x your portfolio in the bear, which we're still in kind of. You're running out of time. Fuck, you're running out of time. I'm telling you. Look at the secret chart. You're running out of freaking time. If you want to 10x your portfolio in the bear, all you got to do is 10x the value you bring to your fellow community, fellow man, your fellow woman. Bring that value back to crypto, aka money. Put it in crypto and 100x your freaking life, man. That is the secret effing sauce, and I'm sticking to it. That's how you get wealth creation through this asset class, and then you bring it all over, put it in some good solid assets like real estate, oil and gas, business and mergers, have wealth preservation, and then come back and buy the Bitcoin effing bottom next cycle. Man, that is the secret sauce. Guys, I'm out of here. We'll have lunch. Prepare for the sharks to dump. I am, man. I'm going to try to get, if I have to, I will. I got to pull money that I shouldn't pull from, but I will. If they start dumping and they take Hex down and we retest that bottom, prepare yourselves mentally for it. Get ready to buy. So, peace, guys. See you tomorrow.